Hello everyone, today we will study about regulation of gene expression. In the negative control we have seen in the previous video the inducible system. Okay, today we will see in negative control the repressible system, that is just opposite of inducible system. Okay, so in case of such operons which are under the control of repressible system, the repression encoded by the regulator gene is inactive and unable to bind promote operator region, and therefore the operon is normally functional or de-repressed. We say that it is de-repressed. Okay, but when the repression interacts with the effector molecule, that is also known as co-repression, it becomes active and binds operator DNA, and as a consequence the operon becomes repressed. That means the structural gene is not transcribed. Okay, so such operon generally encodes enzymes that catalyze biosynthetic pathways like tryptophan biosynthesis, histidine biosynthesis, especially amino acid biosynthesis. Okay, now further more important point is that the end product of that biosynthetic pathway whose enzyme are encoded by an operon acts as a co-repressor for that operon. You can see here this is the DNA molecule on which there is the structural genes for the any amino acid biosynthetic pathway. This is their promoter region, and within the promoter region operator region is there, and this is the repression protein that is active when it is binded with molecular signal, that is known as co-repressor. And whenever this co-repressor is removed, this repression protein also removed from the operator region, and now it is free for the binding of RNA polymerase enzyme, and so that this RNA polymerase enzyme transcribe all the structural genes and there is formation of mRNA. Okay, so that is all about the repressible system under negative control, and one of the example of this negative control is repressible system under negative control is the trip operon, that is tryptophan operon, that is responsible for the biosynthesis of tryptophan in bacterial cell. From ectosynthyl, the enzymes which are expressed through this operon system actually convert chorismate into tryptophan. Okay, so now we will see about this trip operon. This tryptophan or trip operon consists of 5 contiguous structural genes named A, B, C, D and E, and they are encoded by a control region, and that control region includes promoter and operator, and then between promoter and operator and structural genes there is a leader peptide region, and within this leader peptide region attenuator sequence is there that is responsible for attenuation. We will see it later. Okay, and then one more reason is there, that is TRPR gene reason, which actually expresses the regulatory protein repressor protein. Okay, so now you can see here in this TRP operon, this TRPR gene actually transcribed mRNA, and this mRNA transcribed repression protein that is presenting inactive form. I have already told you it is presenting inactive form and in presence of co-repressor, and in this case, in case of trip operon, the co-repressor is tryptophan. So together repression protein with tryptophan now converted into active form, and now this active form of repression protein can bind on operator DNA and then block the transcription of all the structural genes under control of this promoter and operator region. Okay, and the repression protein that is encoded or expressed by TRPR gene is a homodimer, and it is made up of around 107 amino acids. Okay, now the structural genes of trip operon, here you can see that this portion is regulatory region, leader peptide, promoter, operator and TRPR gene, and this region is structural genes. You can see here TRPE gene express anthranilate synthetase component first, then TRPD anthranilate synthetase component 2, then together component 1 and 2 form anthranilate synthase. Okay, then third one is TRPC gene express phosphoribosylate anthranilate isomerase enzyme, then TRPB express tryptophan synthase beta subunit, and TRPA express tryptophan synthase alpha subunit, and together then they form tryptophan synthase alpha 2 beta 2. So like this, from 5 structural genes, 3 enzymes are synthesized which convert chorismate to In that case, all the structural genes under the control of this promoter operator region express and then transcribe and translate into functional enzymes. Okay, but whenever the tryptophan level is very high, then this repressor protein converted into active form together with this co-repressor, that is tryptophan, and block the operator DNA, so RNA polymerase enzyme cannot bind over here, and the synthesis of only leader peptide region is only transcribed, and here mRNA attenuated. So the transcription of structural genes are not possible in case of high tryptophan level. Okay, so these two conditions are there: low tryptophan level and high tryptophan level. Under high tryptophan level there is attenuation of mRNA, that means it is attenuated at leader peptide region. Okay, you can see here the reactions of this operon system. Corysmate in presence of anthranilate synthase enzyme converted into anthranilate, then anthranilate in presence of same enzyme converted into phosphoribosyl anthranilate, then phosphoribosyl anthranilate in presence of phosphoribosyl anthranilate isomerase enzyme converted into enol 1 carboxyvinyl ribulose phosphate, and this one then in presence of same enzyme phosphoribosyl anthranilate isomerase enzyme, it converted into indole 3-glycerol 3-phosphate, and this indole 3-glycerol 3-phosphate in presence of tryptophan synthase enzyme converted into tryptophan. Okay, so here this is the regulation part of tryptophan that control through low tryptophan level and high tryptophan level. Now we will see under high tryptophan level what happened, how the attenuation of transcription or mRNA occurred. Okay, so first of all we should know the attenuation mechanism, and I have already told you that within the leader peptide region attenuator is there. And what is attenuator? Attenuator is the terminator sequence at which attenuation occurred. Attenuation means termination of transcription. Okay, and the common feature in attenuation is that some external control elements or event controls the formation of hairpin needed for the intrinsic termination. That means high tryptophan level actually form the hairpin structure. You can see here the leader peptide region that is present between operator and structural gene. This leader peptide region has the information or gene for the synthesis of a leader peptide that is made up of 16 amino acids. And out of these 16 amino acids, there are 2 codons for tryptophan. You can see here this leader peptide has 4 regions. This is the structure of mRNA that is transcribed from the leader peptide region, and in this mRNA 4 regions are there designated as 1, 2, 3, 4. And this mRNA 1, 2, 3, 4 region, 2 region can base pair either with 1 region or either with third region. Okay, and within the first region there are 2 codons for tryptophan. Okay, so whenever the tryptophan levels are high, so what will happen when ribosome move on this this mRNA, it quickly translate the sequence 1 and block the sequence 2 so that it cannot base pairs with the sequence 3. So now the sequence 3 is able to base pairs with 4, and there is formation of hairpin structure that is followed by a string of uracil residue. This is known as attenuator structure or hairpin structure or terminator structure. Okay, so when the tryptophan level is very high, region 3 and 4 form hairpin structure, and because of formation of this hairpin structure, the structural genes are not transcribed because there is termination of transcription over here just after the leader peptide region. Okay, now the second condition when tryptophan levels are